Hey guys, what's up? So I want to start this little webcast. It's kind of like it's like a podcast web video type of thing, exclusively on my YouTube channel. I said that so weird. Exclusively on my YouTube channel, um, and it's just talking about shit that's on my mind, things I can't usually write through in music and tell you guys what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, things on my head and all this type of stuff that I can't normally just write in music because you got to be melodic and you got to rhyme and it's just can't. You wish you could just like straight out just put it out there on like paper and stuff, but it doesn't work like that. It never translates like that, and it's a way just for me to talk about that. So yeah, I told you guys on my Instagram that I'm gonna be making music weekly now. I'm gonna be making song every day, and I've just started that. I'm making a song every day now, and it's incredible to see like the type of music I can make and just go full out with it. And I just love it and I enjoy it. And it's just music that I normally wouldn't make, and now that I just can do it every day, it's just like fuck it. Like I can make whatever the hell I want to make, and then whatever I feel in that moment is gonna drop. You know what I mean? And the reason this all got on my head, I told you guys briefly, it was Russ and J Cole that really inspired it, and like me not liking social media, and I'm gonna find new ways to post on social media and be like myself on social media, I should say, because like what I was doing just like was not working for me. Like I was always like rushing to do this shit. I always had to do this. I always had to do that. And I was just fucking like tired of it. And I just felt overwhelmed. And even when I was you guys should see my schedule. Like watch hold up. Let me grab my schedule that I have right here. So my little planner thing, I write my schedule down on it, and then I kind of use my other productivity planner, and I write all that shit down. But you can see like this shit is filled. It is packed and it is filled with like fucking just everything, everything, and it has like all my shit on it. Like I have. Sunday, I engage with followers. I was gonna do like an Omegle kind of like video thing where I did singing and stuff, but I didn't know how I wanted to go about that. I had my vlogs that I had to edit, create a thumbnail, all this stuff. Create a twit post, create a Twitter post, record and edit a positivity post, make a song, Wednesday photo post, IG live, make like it was just like constant like just bullshit, and I was overwhelmed with it and I was tired of it. And that's like just plain out and simple. I was tired of that shit. And I was still trying to, it was like trying to fit with my brand, but I was still forcing myself to do something that I necessarily didn't like. And that's where it's a big no no. So, what I decided to do was I said, okay, fuck that. I'm gonna stop posting as much on social media and kind of sit back and find myself and just kind of let my heart, I guess, and like my intentions and whatever it is, just lead me somewhere. Like, you know what? I want to do this. It's gonna like if when I post something, it's gonna be because I fucking want to post it and not because I'm trying to be out there. And at the end of the day, I'm an artist and I'm here to make music and I'm here to share good quality music with you guys that's going to reach you guys into the heart. And that's what I'm fucking here for at the end of the day. Now, I want to engage with you guys and provide you guys other content besides just making music. And I've always wanted to do that, but it's been very, very, very difficult for me to find out how to do that. I think I'm getting there at some point. So this right here, this little video cast thing is a first step into it because this is something I want to do. There's always something I have in my mind and something I want to say, but I never can directly translate it through music. So this is just like a great way for me to translate it. But back to the inspiration on the posting weekly type of thing. So what happened was I was listening to or I was watching the J. Cole documentary when he just like dropped his album. And he was talking about when he was 21 years old and how he was out partying and all this stuff. And he said, he's like, I was sitting on a bunch of good music, I had good music, but I wasn't doing anything with it. And I was like, yo, like, that's how I feel, like dead ass. Like I just sat there and I was like, you know what, that's how I feel. And then he goes on to talk about like his like friends and everything were like, yo, like what the hell are you doing with this shit? I don't know if you guys watch it, but for people who haven't, just bear with me. And he was like, You know, they're telling me, what are you doing with yourself? Like, you say you want to do this, you say you want to rap and make this your fucking career and dream, whatever it is, but you ain't doing shit with it. And that's like the hard thing is people want shit, but they won't fucking work for it. And I'm like, okay, this is what I want. I'm gonna fucking work for it. And that was what I wanted. And that's what ticked me. Cause he said every day he started to write verses, he made a beat, whatever it was, he worked on this fucking craft every single day. And you gotta put the work in. And I was like, I'm trying to put that fucking work in. So I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna start making a song every fucking day. If I can't finish the whole song that day, you know, it's not gonna kill me, but I'm at least gonna get it started. I'm gonna write a verse, I'm gonna do a hook, you know, whatever it is, at least just fucking do something do something creative with my music every single day. So I'm putting that work in, and it's just becoming repetitive, and you know, I'll put my hours in and I'll get really fucking good at it. And it wasn't just that, it was something else. It was I was watching a Russ video. He posted on his story. And it was funny because these were like just day or two apart where they both hit me. So it was like just a big sign to me. And I was like, you know, I got to do this shit. So Russ, he was like talking about how like he was posting social media and trying to get into that, you know, all this industry standard stuff. And he was like, you know, trying to slow his releases down so he can give people more time so they can, you know, get on blogs, they can get sent out to curators and playlists and all that fucking industry standard bullshit. And that's what he said. He's like, it's fucking bullshit. And then he's like, I realized, you know, you can only do so many photo shoots. You can only do this and this, you know, you guys get it. You guys, you guys get it. You see my face and all this bullshit. And he was saying all this stuff. And what hit me was when he was like, I don't like doing that. And I was like, yo, like, for real. I don't fucking like doing that either. That's how I feel. And he says, what I really want to do is just make fucking great music and share it with you guys. And in my, that it all hit me. And I was like, that's what I want to fucking do too. I just want to make good music and I want to share it with the people who need it the most. And this all hit me. And I was like, bro, I got to start doing something and I got to start switching shit up. And I was already taking a break from social media for a little bit because I have been busy. You know, I've been on vacation and all this other stuff. But it's allowing me to sit back and kind of reflect and figure out what I really want to do with my brand and who I am and as a musician. And I think it's just amazing how stuff can hit you like that. You know, the universe can just kind of give you a little tap on the shoulder, you know. It's crazy how that shit works because it is very inspiring when stuff like that happens. And I'm just gonna fucking start busting my ass, guys, and I'm excited for a new song to be coming out. It'll be coming out, you're getting the first kind of little sneak peek here. I think it's like June, I want to say June 11th. I think that's when it is. Let me see. It's not this coming Friday, or it's not next Friday. It's the Friday following after that. Which I think, if I'm right, yeah. Excuse me. It is June 11th. That's when my first song for my weekly streak starts to happen. And I don't know how long I'm going to do this weekly stuff. I want to say I want to do it at least until the end of this year, which is just crazy because that would be like fucking... If you would think about it, it's not even that many songs by the end of the year. It would be only like 26 songs, which is insane to think about. If you post weekly, it's only 26 songs by the end of the year. That's fucking wild. But I want to start doing that. And I'm just sitting on a bunch of great music, and it's frustrating me because I'm doing nothing with it. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm back. It's fucking these allergies, bro. You know, I had a sore throat and all this bullshit. My eyes been getting water. I've been fucking sneezing. And now I'm getting all congested in here. Fuck this bullshit. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So, but yeah, I'm just sitting on a bunch of good music. And I'm just like, I'm doing nothing with it. I wanted to create projects. And I wanted to kind of create a summer project. And then I wanted to do another little smaller project. And then I want to do this project. But I realized with me, it takes a lot for me to make a project, and it takes, you know, it's like I really need to dedicate myself to a project, and which like I'm not like unfocused at all, where I'm like, oh, like I don't get the time to dedicate on a project. Like I got the time, but my thing is I'm trying to grow right now, and I'm trying to give you guys the most. And sitting back and making projects right now just isn't the right thing for me. I'm just gonna bust out on singles, make some fucking good music, and I'm gonna share them with you guys every damn week, and we'll see where it goes with that. I might make a project, I might not. If I get a little bit of buzz or something like that, who knows? It'll all come. I'm just gonna let it flow and let it come naturally. Like there's no reason to just push this stuff and just force it all. So I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm gonna continue on that. And yeah, trying to think what else is on my mind. Once you start talking, other stuff starts flowing and other conversations start coming. So it's like super dope. This is what I like about this thing. Like I can just straight up just talk about anything. I've been here 11 minutes or so far talking about just straight, and it hasn't been paused. It hasn't been skipped, except for that edit where I fucking had to go cough some shit out. Nasty. You guys don't want to hear that shit, or do you? You guys like into ASMR? ASMR, some fucking, what is it called? I don't even know what the word for it is. Or you're just like I don't know what that is. Like, what is that? Let me know. What do you call that? I call it fucking being disgusting. That's what I call that. Um, but yeah, dude, I'm just like so ready. Just like I'm so hungry right now, guys, for this music stuff to fucking happen, that I'm just like trying to put it all in, and I'm trying to just put my hours in and work. Like it's not like I haven't been, but I haven't done it like this before. And I'm just on a whole nother level musically and as an artist, that I'm just like, okay, this is the time to fucking sit down and put my hours in, because I've gotten better over the years, and I've gotten to a point where almost every song I'm making right now is like a good song. And that's not to be like, oh, like sure or whatever. Like I'm not fucking kidding. Like you guys should hear this fucking music, and you guys will be hearing it soon. But it's like every single thing I'm making, I'm just like, bro, like fucking bangers on bangers. Like this is just good music, and it's fucking badass. I would love to like sit down and do like a live like studio session, like show you guys what goes on like in my fucking head when I like make music, because it's really interesting. Like I mean, a lot of artists do it, but like it's badass to watch it. And I don't know if like I do it differently than some of the artists or whatever it is, but I always start off like freestyling. I'll just like, if I either one, I'll make a beat, or I'll fucking use a beat from a producer. I'll sit there and like I'll be listening to it, and like I gotta be inspired with that beat, like just straight up, like it got to hit me some way, and then I just freestyle over it, and I'm like da 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 da, like just like something, and then like I'm like yo yo yo, hold on, and I'll start recording. I record the whole session because you never know what's gonna click right then and there. So I'm like, I don't want to lose that inspiration. If I just came up with something on the spot and it was fucking fire, but I didn't know what the fuck I did, that shit kills me. Like, so that's why I always have the fucking, anytime I'm going to record, I have it fully recording, and then I just go in, and stuff just starts flowing fucking like off the bat. Words, melodies, the way I sing on it, the way I move on it, transitions, and all this stuff. Like, it all just comes naturally. I let it come naturally. I never try to force anything. I just freestyle it, and I go with the flow, and usually something good comes out of it. It's crazy because like right now I haven't been like using the same flows either. It hasn't been like it sounds like the same song, and I know it would get to it eventually. You can only make so many, um, and that's when you really start to get picky, and you start to pull like, no, like you can't. I guess you can't let all the time let that shit get in your head, because it's like you're just gonna criticize yourself, and you're never gonna release music like. Like some things are gonna sound similar sometimes, and that's okay with it. I've heard some music from artists that sounds similar to this thing, and a lot of people fuck with it because it gives them, they really enjoyed this one. They're like, oh, it gives me vibes of this, and so you can't be too picky and too critical about that shit. But right now, I'm just like something. It's always different, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm always trying to do something different. Right now, I'll get to a point where I'll start like creating things that like sound vibe or similar to something, but fuck it, dude. I can't let that shit get in my head. And that was something like J. Cole was talking about, and he was saying that he noticed that like when he didn't write music every day, he only wrote it every few days or every week or whatever it was, and he just let the inspiration come to him. And what was so real, and he was like, you can wait forever and the inspiration doesn't come. So that's why you always gotta fucking just put yourself in that situation and fucking make the inspiration yourself. And that hits me because sometimes I be doing that shit. Like I'll be waiting for inspiration and it doesn't come. And even though I ain't feeling it, I'll still go on and I'll record something. And it might be something that I was like, nah, I wasn't feeling, but it inspires me to do something else because I was like, I'm in the mood and I'm in that vibe and that creativity mindset. And even though I'm like, nah, I'm scratching this, I'll go to something else and I'm already inspired and I'm already fired up a bit. And I get into it and I fucking just start going and it'll end up being something like hot. And I'm like, bro, like if I didn't start here, if I didn't make this fucking booty ass garbage, I wouldn't have made this banger. You know what I mean? And that shit's real and that shit's crazy. So you don't wait for inspiration to come. Fucking put yourself in that shit, bro, and make inspiration happen. And that shit hit me when he was talking about that. And he was like, every day I was going in, I was in that mindset, I was in that mood, and that's something I felt all the time. But once I put myself in that spot and I kind of forced myself, then I came up with something great and it started off from something trash. So just stay inspired and fucking keep pushing yourself to the fullest because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but you guys kind of get what I was going. Um, I don't know how long these episodes would be. I think I just want to start with like short episodes, 20 minutes. Maybe I'll get like people on this shit and, we'll just vibe out and we'll just talk and have a conversation. Or I'll do this shit solo. Who knows? But I think that's all on my mind today. I just wanted to talk about thoroughly and kind of discuss like what I was going through and what I was feeling and like why I stopped posting like so much because I went over it briefly on my social media, like in a 3-minute video. And I really wanted to do something like this, but I just didn't have the time to at that time. But I want to do something like this every week where I just talk about shit on my head. Um, what I would love to do is like also is you guys kind of comment like give me like topics. Hey Des, like what do you think about this? Like what's on your mind? Like what about this? How do you feel about this going on? Like I would love that shit because I'm not always up to date on a lot of stuff, but it'd be badass just to like kind of discuss that. So I'm more on a one-on-one personal level with you guys, and you guys are feel connected, and we feel like on a one-on-one almost because that's what I really want to do. I want to feel connected. I want to kind of feel more involved, I should say. So that'd be badass if you guys just want to leave comments and stuff. Ask kind of like a Q&A, but like it's a bigger discussion, like a discussion question discussion. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. You guys get me. There's gonna be a lot of clips of me like this, and you're like, Des, what the fuck are you saying? Because I just try to keep talking, so I fill in the spaces. But maybe I should just be silent sometimes. Just peace and quiet. All right, enough of that peace and quiet. I'm a really like weird, like I don't know what it is. It's kind of like OCD, I guess, but I don't think I have OCD. Um, I always gotta be doing something though. Like I'm like I gotta be fucking doing this. Like if I'm on my phone, like sitting off an email, or on my computer sitting off an email, I gotta be like tapping my feet, fucking doing something. I gotta be sitting here. I used to bite on my nails. I don't do it anymore because it's kind of gross. But I used to do that shit where I like bite on my nails and I be typing an email and all this stuff. Making music, if I'm thinking of lyrics, like I had to be sitting there, biting my nails, thinking of like it was like it's weird. I always gotta be doing something, and like I'll be shaking or I'll be like tapping my fingers and all this stuff. Like I'm a crackhead. A lot of people are. I know a lot of people that though are like that, and they can't just be still. They got to keep doing something, and that's how I am. I get bored really easily. I'm like always gonna be doing something. I gotta be doing something interesting, or else I'll just fucking get bored, and it drives me fucking crazy. And yeah, I don't know where that fucking conversation came from, but that's how I feel. I don't know. Do you? I'm curious. Like, do a lot of you guys feel like that too, or am I just a fucking crackhead? Um, it could be I'm a crackhead, but it's okay. I'm cool with that, somewhat, I guess. But I think I'm gonna wrap this shit up before I start just talking about fucking bullshit. Um, but yeah, I would like to come into these episodes, just talk about kind of have topics and like but talk about like what's really on my mind. These topics I want to discuss. It'd be badass. But guys, I think that's gonna end it for this little episode. It's badass. I've never sat here and actually talked for like 21 minutes, like 20 minutes straight. I usually try to chop shit up and clip it, but I was able to like this is stuff that's on my mind and it just flowed out naturally. So I was able to talk about it for fucking 20 minutes straight. But yeah, this is the first episode of whatever the fuck I'm calling this. I don't know yet. I'll see whatever the fuck I'm calling it. But I hope you guys like enjoy this stuff, and I don't even care if you guys fucking don't enjoy it. I'm just still posting it. There's gonna be someone who likes it and is interested in my fucking weirdness. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna crash it for the night. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, whatever time I post this. Yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to leave me some topics and suggestions and stuff what I should talk about and what you guys are thinking, and just my opinion basically. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all. Deuces. I'll see you guys in the next week's episode.